Hello, this is Whittle Me This, and welcome to this video where I show you how to make this ball and cage. I made this project a little while ago, and it's a really good party piece. Makes people really excited, and this is how I made it. So you start with this piece of wood. It's like a 1x4 basswood block. You can buy it online. And I start by just kind of eyeballing, getting like the walls of the cage around the outside, and you leave a bit more room on the top and bottom just for like structure in the base. And then in the very center, that's where the ball is going to be, and it all starts, and it's all like one continuous block of wood. The ball never leaves the cage, and that's what's so like shocking about it. No one knows how it's made, but you'll basically carve out the top and bottom, and you also want to replicate this on all of the sides. And so what's covered in black is what you're going to carve out, and this you're going to keep in the center. As you can see, I've finished the drawing on all sides, and again, it doesn't have to be perfect. You'll really figure it out when you're actually carving. So cutting forward here, you can see now that I've carved out what I'd colored in pencil previously, and the block in the center is actually what the ball is going to become. And a lot of the work now is making sure you carve out the ball to look very spherical and like a ball before you release it from the sides. Because once it's released, it becomes way harder to like carve at it because it's just loose and like rolling around in there. And I'm going to cut forward to what that looks like. Alright, I'm back, and I've started to make the ball a little more spherical inside the cage. A lot of this is just kind of like patience and just roughing it out. And now I want you to be here while I separate the ball from the cage. And basswood, it kind of bends before it breaks. So a lot of this, you can kind of like break it away just by like wedging in there and like snapping the walls of the cage away from the ball. See, I've already got these two sides away. I don't know if you can hear the snap through the video, but just kind of snapping away at the ball. And now I should be able to move the ball freely inside it's a little stuck. But yeah, now it kind of moves inside the cage. And of course, there's a lot of, it looks very rough as of now, as you can see, but half of woodworking is in the sanding. So that's when you can really like start to clean up the rough edges and make it look really presentable and ready for your stain. So sanding's really boring, but I did smooth this out a little bit more. I just want to show you what the finished product does look like when you put some time into it. I got the walls of the cage really smooth, and it flows really easily. And I just used some mineral oil to get it a darker color to really bring out the natural look of the wood. I prefer that over stains because it's also less toxic to breathe in the fumes. But I do want to cover like the certain safety aspects that you need to consider when carving. I used these two knives when I was carving, and you probably saw me wearing this glove as well. On one hand, this is the hand I hold the knife with, and this is the hand that I use to like hold the piece. And it's no question that wood carving is very dangerous, and you need to wear the proper PPE while working. So I use these gloves. They're cut resistant, and they have silicone like on the hand, so you don't lose dexterity. You can still grip the piece. That's the problem I had with a lot of gloves in the past. I used to have these gloves, which are pretty standard market ones, and they just like, they're very slippery with the wood, and of course that's not what you want when handling like sharp objects and carving. And I didn't use it for a lot because I would lose like dexterity. I wouldn't be able to grip it. And I have cut myself many times by accident because I failed to wear the gloves. And now that I have these, they have the silicone on them, they work amazing, and I will not carve without them. Another part is, like, when you are sanding, there's a lot of dust that you could breathe in, and it's important to have, like, I use this, like, N95 mask. They were popular during COVID, and it really helps to block out a lot of the dust that you could breathe in, and you can still breathe very easily with it on. I don't really notice it just because I sand for a while. This works if you're just beginning, but as I carve more and I do bigger sanding projects, I've invested in this mask right here. It's pretty heavy duty respirator, and it really helps like block the eyes as well as the nose and mouth. But I thought it was just important to cover the safety aspects of carving. While carving is very fun, you should also really care about your health, because inhaling those, like the dust particles, could lead to a bunch of health complications, and you want to live the best life that you can with the health that you have. All right, guys, this has been Whittle Me This. Thank you for watching. Out.